Hello and welcome back to the Yamaha Synthesizers 45th anniversary celebration here from Hamamatsu, Japan at Yamaha headquarters. And I'm here with Avery Sunshine. You guys were amazing once again.
Thank you so much.
So those two tunes that you just did were originals, right?
Originals.
So let's talk about your writing, because one thing we were talking about before is the way you guys write songs, and it's kind of the difference between a good song and a great song is the arc of the song, where it builds and then it maybe goes down and then it builds and then you think that that's where we're at, and then you bring it back down again. Oh, I guess we're not here. But then you build it up to here, and then that's brilliant. So do you guys write these songs together then?
We do. It's like See You When I Get There, though. A good friend of ours, Jam. His stage name is Jam. You gonna say his name?
Jamie Porty.
Jamie Porty. He came in and he did See You When I Get There.
Yeah.
He did that, and then the next thing I heard was, I think they've got it all. So we most of the music that we do, 90% of it is Dana and I.
Yeah.
But every so often we will collaborate with someone, and it has to feel.
Right.
I mean, of course, once we get it, then we do what we want to do with it. But the ice cream song we did first. That I took Dana's guitar. I don't play guitar at all.
Yeah.
And I mustered up those 4 little chords.
Yeah, to the minor 4. That's I love that.
Classic. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
And so he played it for real, clearly. And that was my wedding song to him.
Oh, that makes perfect sense.
I'd give up ice cream. So again, so it just depends, Dana might send me a full song, lyrics and everything. So, it just depends.
So where did the music come? When did you start playing music? Both of you? I'd like to know where you guys. How? Yeah.
I mean, so started off like everybody, like a music fan, and my dad played guitar.
Yeah.
And it was kind of one of those things where you never touch my guitar, don't touch it. It's not a toy, don't play with it. And of course I played with it, so I ended up taking lessons.
Yeah.
And I didn't really, I think I caught the real musician bug probably late high school.
Yeah.
And then through college, while I was a business major, I'm playing in bands and doing more of that than school, really, to be honest. And I mean, that was really it. Started playing in bands, and then I really got more interested in the production and writing.
And you were in Oakland, right? You were growing up in Oakland?
Grew up in Oakland, but I went to college in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and at that time in Atlanta, LaFace Records and all, all that is happening in the mid '90s in Atlanta. So that's really where I really kind of cut my kind of writing and production bug there. Yeah.
And then I know you grew up in Philly, right?
Yeah. Right outside of Philly, Chester, PA.
Chester, PA. Okay,
9 miles south of Philadelphia.
Right on.
God rest my daddy's soul. He said, "You make sure you tell everybody you're from Chester, PA, 9 miles south of Philadelphia." Yeah, and so I started, I saw someone, my classmate playing piano, and I told my mom I wanted to play piano.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay, if I get you a piano, you're going to practice. Kind of the same thing. But before my mom bought me a piano, the first keyboard I had was a Yamaha. It was this, I don't know what it's called. It was this big. The keys were so tiny.
Yeah.
I don't even, had little buttons on it, and I could hit a button and go ding, ding, ding,
Yeah, it's a PSS, I believe, is what we call. That's the little.
Did it have
PSS
like yellow?
something.
The yellow. So I'm not crazy. Am I crazy?
No, not at all.
Speakers on it. Right?
Yeah, speakers on it because you can
speakers on
just
it.
so I can hit the button.
Absolutely.
Ding, 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 you know what I mean? But that was the first keyboard I had. Ironically.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's a super common.
Yeah, yeah.
I talk to so many people. I go to these synthesizer conventions and guys that are into Euro-Rack and modular.
Yeah.
And they come up to me and they say, I got to say, I wouldn't even be here if I didn't have, when I was 6 years old.
It's the truth.
My dad bought me a little Yamaha portable keyboard.
It's the truth. I want one, by the way. There's got to be someone somewhere. Somebody's got to find me one of those little keyboards.
Oh, I bet. I think we have.
You think we can arrange it?
We have a whole innovation road over there that probably has something
that's
in there that we can.
probably why I said
or we can talk to. I know a couple of people.
That's why I said it. I figured this much.
Right.
No.
So, and you guys met then in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dana had been working with Indy Irie, had written a song with her, a few things, and actually I think he got a Grammy nom for it, and he ended up a Grammy win. And the song, I gotta toot his horn, but because he's not gonna say.
man,
but he ended the song "Get It Together." He co-wrote with India.
Oh,
ended
really?
Up being in the movie Shark
right
Tales.
on. Yeah,
and
man, I know exactly.
Yeah,
right
so he
on.
was. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So he had stuff under his belt.
Yeah.
I was a complete novice. I was piano major, been in church, clearly listened to gospel, listened to R&B. It was a
Right.
part of me. Listen to everything, but being an artist is something I wasn't going to do. So Dana came along, and then that was that.
Business major.
It's a
That's
joke.
it. You know, I get it. Absolutely.
I mean, really.
Well, I love the sound that you guys have together with the duet
Yeah.
and the
Thank
kick
you.
drum.
Yeah.
That's a nice. It just. And your time is killer too. You're like,
Isn't it
did
great?
you play drums at all, or
Not
just,
really.
Just
no.
that?
Yeah,
No,
just
I'm so bad at time. He had to be good.
Yeah.
Because I'm all over the place. I just whatever I
Really?
feel like.
You think so? No, I think
just
your
whatever
time is
feels
great.
good.
Yeah, right. Yeah, your time
no.
is not questionable in any way, shape, or
I
form.
love you for that.
It was interesting. It came mostly out of like we were gigging. We started gigging. Kind of was just the two of us. We needed to figure out a way so it didn't sound acoustic and
And so-
singer
and we didn't have
songwriter
money
poetry
to pay a band.
Yeah.
And a band costs money. They have
Yeah.
to sleep somewhere. They
You
have
gotta
to
eat.
Yeah.
at least every other day.
Got
Yeah.
Pam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we figured out a way to, we did this as a way to kind of get the audience into it and feel pulse while still, keeping things compact and
Yep.
inexpensive. Yeah.
Yeah, and I love, and you were so I just want to point out because I have my
No, this is
my
great.
friends that kick drum. It's a beautiful kick drum. It's
It
the
is gorgeous.
It's the hybrid oak. That's
Yeah, man.
it says the badge on it. I always mess up the name, but that's what it is. It's the.
That's
It's a really
fantastic.
cool. And
Beautiful.
then
It sounds
you were
great,
also
too.
playing the guitar through the line 6.
Yeah,
Yeah, that sounds really good. It sounded really good over
It's
there.
It's really, really
fantastic.
great. And it's so flexible. You can get anything from way out synthy
Yeah.
guitar stuff to just a simple
Well,
amp
yours was really,
simulation.
you just had kind of the amp
Just an
sound,
amp, a
and it
little
really
spring
gives it really
reverb,
sounded,
and that was it,
and it
yeah.
gives it the behind.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, since we're here for synthesizers.
I was going to say, because you guys just
Well, I
knocked it
just
out.
want to
was
make
about
sure
to-
that, but no. So
No, I think it's good. No, I was going to tell you this to our baby boy. We just sent him to Berkeley.
Yeah.
So he's been hitting us about drums. It's like, you're not getting one of those, buddy. Just relax. Let's get that degree first. But he's a drum major, so.
Yeah.
But
When you were playing, we kind of set these two sounds up. You had the CFX that.
Yes.
And we kind of, you wanted a different sound. And the one thing that I love about Montage is we can go over to the EQ and just immediately get a nice EQ. The super knob in this case kind of opens up the reverb a bit, but it
Yeah.
also gives it some of the damper pedal resonance, and it kind of fills out the
that
sound.
you really
'Cause-
would have
yeah.
been able to hear had I really been using it.
Yeah.
Because I get so excited,
Yeah.
I forget to use it. That's why
Yeah.
that's why
But
you had
no,
that pedal
it's
in
cool.
there.
So
But
we had it all
yeah.
dialed in here. And
Yeah,
then
great.
we also, when you switched over, the one thing I regret right now is that I can defeat the beep.
Oh,
And I just forgot, so-
I noticed it, but it wasn't that big a deal.
I heard it and I
But
was
you-
like, should have defeated the beep, but you can, folks, you can defeat the beep. But
How?
just in utility, there's a little thing.
Oh,
that
we're
says
gonna turn the beep
I'll
off.
show you. So you never have to. So if you
It
ever get a
doesn't-
back line,
Yeah.
you'll know.
I
I
actually
should turn
like
that
it. It's
beep.
kind of, but it's kind of like it's a part of the.
Yeah, it's
the
good for when you're
theme.
editing. You know that you did something.
Yeah.
Kind of, it's like kind of haptic or whatever. But it's.
But listen,
oral
truthfully,
haptic or whatever.
well, depending if we're recording or not, if I'm playing, I'm on my last chord, right?
Yep.
And this is on, and hopefully people are clapping on my
Yep.
last chord. And they won't even. Nobody
Yeah,
heard the beat.
Nobody heard the
Who
beat.
heard
that
the beat?
time. I
Who
didn't
heard
hear
it?
that time.
Nobody
so
heard the beat. Doesn't
I
matter.
just, I keyed into it like, oh, it's one of those things.
Yeah,
that
I
you're
didn't
like,
do. I didn't do.
ah, crap.
That was me. I didn't transition. well.
But the other thing that's cool about this is that we also found that the levels between the two performances were a little off. And the one
Yes.
thing that people don't know is in the live set, you can actually, when you hit the edit button, you can set a volume for each one. So that's another thing. If you guys have to move through different sounds, you can go
Yes.
through and level match everything so you don't get a big jump in volume. It was a really smart thing that, that they put
super
into
smart,
this.
because
Yeah.
we found that out at a show we'd done a few weeks ago. It was Alita Adams and Patty Austin. This is great, right? So I'm opening for them, right? And then I'm playing something and I change. Now listen, I changed the sound like a G though. Hit it, boom! Everybody was like, "What's happening?" Right? But it was so loud.
Yeah.
But that's the sound that I needed to make me feel good. So I just played it. But now, I know how to do that. That is a brilliant feature.
Yeah, it really helps for live. There's a lot of live things. In the new OS, the other thing that they added things like keyboard control, so you can have a single performance and have layer here, and then change from a piano layer on these two parts, and then there's two other parts here that could be electric piano and lead, and split, and then this could be now piano and electric piano. Just by, and nothing, when you move from scene to scene to scene, it just seamlessly moves, and you can really do some really neat.
The scenes, this whole live set thing.
Yeah, it's.
For someone who, like, again, I'm a novice at all this, and I would stay away from keyboards because it was just so daunting. It makes it so easy. So, I mean, I'm running to get to the keyboard, to the ease of use with all of the different ways to get. So we've got all this here, but it's kind of over here too.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, on the montage. That's the thing that you get when you have the montage. Is the convenient redundancy or whatever I use.
Thank you.
It kind of there's multiple ways to do things.
The redundancy.
And the thing that we also, because there is this we call it like snorkeling and scuba diving. You can scuba dive. You can get really deep in this thing and get into the synthesizer things, and there'll be more stuff in the live stream about this that we show the synth stuff. But just for a live performance, it's set up to do some awesomeness.
Perfect.
And you bring it. You guys just, every time I will confess to the world that I always have to leave the room because I get so like.
Because you don't know if I'm.
Because I'm verklempt, man.
No. Because you don't know if I'm gonna mess up one of the sounds that you helped me create. It's
I gotta go and take a
do.
breather. You guys
here.
are just and you're just beautiful people.
Thank you.
It's always an honor to be around you guys, and I'm so happy to have you here in Japan too.
We're excited to be here.
We're super excited. And we are grateful. I was telling, I'm not sure who I was talking to. I think I was talking to Nate about. I don't feel like I know I'm great at what I do. However, I'm not. I am clear, but I'm not a piano virtuoso, and I'm not in synthesizer. Just get on it and just be smoking by the time I'm done. But I represent a group of people who use the keyboards. And who use them live all the time. Who the person who is who's not able to do all that, but wants to be able to dig in, and it's perfect for that person. And I really appreciate that. I appreciate that Yamaha cares about folks like us too.
Oh, absolutely.
And I mean, you know what I mean? It just doesn't.
Yeah.
Not just the person saying, I would love to be able to do that. I don't think I have enough brain cells to. However, the ones that I do have. I like using it. I'm grateful.
Yeah, the artist thing is it's a very and musician and just music on all levels. I mean, we make band instruments, drums, keyboards, guitars. We do all these things, and I always, I've been working for this company like over 20 years now, and it's just such an honor to be a part of it because of this. We really love music, and we love musicians, and we want, and you guys are like world class. So.
Oh, come on, man! You're just saying that because we're in Japan.
I'm just saying that because it's true.
Come on, man!
You can tell, especially with instruments like the Montage, there's the full spectrum of the super detailed synths to also the incredibly detailed EPs and pianos.
When you record, because you recorded the digitally, didn't you? And you were like, man, this thing. Because I remember talking to you, and you're like, man, we got this, and it just blew my mind how full everything is. It's
as soon as the album comes out, you guys clearly will have it. But the first song that we recorded for our upcoming album, we did on the Montage. And the piano, it was think we put a sound in here. It was I can't get it out. But there was an extra. Yes.
The Bose-Door.
That's what we used for the. I can't wait for you to.
That's a beautiful piano.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that has a whole different sound than the CFX. It's like it's got more note bloom, but it's just a different thing. But the CFX has this kind of nice fundamental, and it's.
But the touch.
And the
for
touch.
me is
piano manufacturer, And you played the CFX at Ginza.
Yes,
That was that's the most perfect piano that I've ever played. I think it's just like.
And I keep telling my husband to just go ahead and just write the check. We're here. Send it to them.
It could fit in our overhead luggage, I think. We can get it home. Yeah.
They can get on the plane or something.
This is going to be one of those things where I can look over and I go, I see my production is saying, we're going to commercial. So I know that
we're sorry.
it always goes
I'm
wrong.
sorry.
No,
Because I didn't even look.
I can go for hours here, and I know
So
that we
can
don't
we.
have hours. So, but again, thank you so much for coming.
thank you.
We're so happy to have you here.
Thank you.
And once again, thank you for watching. YamahaSynth.com/story up there. That is the Yamaha Synth story that covers the 45 years of Yamaha synthesizers, 70s, 80s, 90s, aughts, and today. And today, here's what we have. Avery Sunshine. Thank you guys so much.
Thank
and
you.
keep watching. There's
Thank
more
you.
coming. Thanks.